You know, everyone is quick to wanting to get a house. Everyone is rushing to get a house. And right now, the cost of homes are extremely expensive and it's putting so many people on the sidelines. And that had me thinking, and CNBC miraculously did a video about it. What the hell happened to starter homes? Where are starter homes? I remember that was the biggest thing that people did back in the days. Listen, I'm 43 years old. I'm not that old. But back around my time, people used to always say, the first thing you do is buy a starter home, then you move into a better house. And it seems like starter homes just are gone and they don't exist. How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel starter homes are gone? Because I have not seen starter homes at all. At all. So anyway, I want to check out the CNBC video. I want to share with you guys and give you guys some of my comments on it because it's a really interesting. At the same time, guys, please take the time to hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Let's get straight to it.
The starter homes are disappearing from the United States. In the early 1980s, as many as 40% of the new homes built were considered entry-level. By 2023, just 9% fit the criteria.
Give it another 20 years and literally no young person will be able to afford to purchase a home, period.
I mean, he could speed that up. It seems like now, no young person is able to afford a home now. Back in the days, you were able to get a home in your 20s, right? Get a starter home, nice little condo, something nice, small just for you. That was the thing that people were able to do. Now, you pretty much gotta buy a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom house. They're not even many 2 bedrooms. It's probably 3-bedroom houses or townhouses that are brand new. No one could buy a house right now. Everyone is struggling. If you're in your 20s and just starting your career, I have no idea how you're able to get a house. Now, it was possible back in the days, but now, hell no. It's extremely expensive and it's really unfortunate.
While a slowdown is mounting in the home building industry, which could contribute to the ongoing decline of the starter home.
Both housing starts and building permits, which are an indicator of future construction, have slowed down this fall, and it's not just seasonal.
There are over 3 million potential first-time home buyers in the country. They're up against high home prices that keep rising.
What you're starting to see are mini price bubblets in markets that are an hour, 2 to 3 hours from major metropolitan cities.
Yeah, people are getting priced out tremendously. And he's right what he's saying. I noticed that it feels like, I live here in Orlando. It feels like out, right? There's like small little towns out in Orlando that are starting to develop. They're starting to build homes there. Unfortunately, that's not a place where a lot of people want to live. And also what sucks is people who live out there who like that peace and quiet, who don't like that heavy, dense area. They like to live out further away from the city and relax. But a lot of these homes now they're building over there and it's bringing in a lot of people because they have no other place to build. They're trying to build as much as possible and now they're pushing it away from the actual major city. That's all you can do. But what sucks is for a lot of people then, they don't want to have to drive in so far from work, right? So that's the option you have. And some people, they bite the bullet, they take it, they get a house an hour and a half away, but that's an hour and a half drive to work and an hour and a half back, right? And we already know how everything is with the whole car depreciating asset that people just love having cars. Now you're going to be beating up your car just to get to work and really to just get a house. Man, it's really tough times right now to get a house. I mean, I really wish I knew a solution, but truthfully, the only solution is patience. You just have to have patience. Patience. I know. It sounds easy because everything is going against you, but that's all you could do during these times is just be patient. Eventually, it will work because the more money you start saving, the heavier down payment you could put, the better chances of you getting a house.
It is such an unusual market because we have an all-time low of first-time home buyers, but an all-time high of all cash buyers.
So where did all the starter homes go?
I mean, she nailed it. I think that's part of the problem. I think, before it wasn't as many banks and private equity firms buying homes. But now you are competing with these private equity firms which just come in with cash and just buying it straight up. Right? They're just buying these homes straight up. They're flipping it. Now the cost of the home is like $20,000, $30,000 more. That's even more expensive. That seems to be the deal. Because look, guys, look all over social media. Right? All you see all over social media is people saying, get into real estate, buy homes, flip them, sell them, yada, yada. It's like those used to be the starter homes, right? The starter homes was the homes that they needed a few fixes, a few things here and there you could fix and you can make it your home. That's usually what they call a starter home as well. It's not just the size, It's also a fact that, you need to do some maintenance on it, some renovations or whatever. But a lot of these private equity firms are just buying up all these homes and they're either renting it out or they're flipping it at a very, very, very high cost. And you can't compete with that, right? If you and I go to make a purchase of a home and we're putting down 5% down for a home and we worked hard for that 5%, you can't beat, right, the person that comes down, the company that comes down and gives them a straight cash, because that's straight cash. There's no mortgage, there's nothing that needs to get done. This is straight cash for the property and that's it. So to me, that is a huge problem, is that you're fighting against private equity firms as well.
A starter home is typically modest in size and price.
It's the most affordable home in any market. If you're in the Midwest, maybe it's in the $100,000 range. If you're in California, a starter home might be in the $400,000 range.
To me, a starter home used to be a smaller condo, a smaller space, and someone would upgrade maybe after 5 years as they get married or have a family and want to move. But now we're actually seeing that most people are buying their first home as a single family residence and really planning on staying in place.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well. And that's what I'm doing as well. Now, first of all, I bought a home late. Okay, I'm 43 right now, but my house was 39. I bought it late. I didn't, everyone's saying, can't start a home. But to me, it was like, it was a lot of like she said starter homes are smaller. No, mine was just all renovations. It was ugly. I put so much money into it. It didn't become a starter home at that point. It was just too expensive for me to just do renovations and whatnot. So I got my first home. I don't plan on leaving. Hardly anyone plans on leaving now, especially if you have, an awesome interest rate that they had like a couple years ago that was like a 2.75. Some people got 2.5. You're not going to give that up, right? And let's be honest, some of the houses now are beautiful. They're new or not that old. You're happy with it. You're not in a rush. You're not in a rush. Well, back in the days, I felt like you bought a starter home, you jumped out, you went somewhere else, right? That's not the case anymore. That is just not the case. Everyone is staying, holding on tight, and if they're going to leave, they're going to make you pay for it. They're not going to just put the home for what they call a fair value. They're going to just inflate it, because right now, so many people want homes, right? And as the saying goes, right, when there's a demand, there's a supply, and it's going to cost you.
America's home builders are making fewer of these kinds of units.
If you look at the number of single-family starter homes, those defined as being 1,400 square feet or smaller, we used to supply anywhere between 400 and 500,000 units a year.
Over the past decade, builders have put up less than 100,000 homes each year.
Really, by far, the number one reason is the increasing difficulty that many builders have in dealing with zoning regulations.
Zoning laws are set at the local level. These laws can determine the size of each lot in a neighborhood. They can also specify how far a structure is set back from the property line, how tall it is, or how many units are on site. In many cases, these laws create an opportunity for local residents to challenge new development. The residents often raise concerns, like overcrowding of schools and wear and tear on local roads.
Now, that's all legitimate. That's legitimate, because the zoning laws are there for a reason. They're there to protect you, and especially if you have a home, it protects your value of your home. It protects your community as well. You don't want a whole bunch of increased flow of traffic coming in your area because there's so many starter homes and whatnot. And let's be honest too, though, a lot of people probably feel like my house is $500,000, this house is $500,000. Now there's like a little starter home where the house is $200,000 on the street. People feel like it brings down the value of their home. I don't know. People are so judgy nowadays. You know how that goes. But with that being said, it's now it feels like people are against it. They are against starter homes, and no one wants to live in an area where there's starter homes. Because think about it though. Everyone wants big ass homes. 1,400 square feet. A lot of people are not going to buy that. Some people just hold off and buy the big home. They don't want to be known as the person with the smaller home, which to me is ridiculous. In Europe, that's the way people live in small homes. It's okay. You don't need to have this big ass house. But hey, we live in America where we love things big. Big, 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 big. So if you see a town home or a condo, 1,400 square feet, people just turn away and they're not going to buy it. And let's be quite honest with you as well. Those are even extremely expensive, because there's a lot of people who want it and they know that. And listen, homes is just expensive. I don't know what more to tell you.
A lot of this has to do with density restrictions within local communities. They may not want a townhouse or a condo community coming in, but they absolutely will welcome a single family community.
Yeah, once again, I mean, it does make sense. But there is a lot of communities that I've seen that have a bunch of townhomes, beautiful, and they're building them, and I don't know, people are buying them and they're enjoying it. So there is sections, but you definitely see more big single homes more than townhouses or condos. You definitely do, because I know a lot more about living here in Florida. I know the value, the resale value of like a condo or a townhome. It's not as big because a lot of people don't want them. A lot of people want a house, especially in Florida. We got so much land. People want houses, right? So that has to be another reason why the builders don't build it, because a lot of people are not buying. But I did see a lot of them around my area that looks really nice. Is anyone out there who lives in a townhouse? Drop a comment down below. Like, how you doing right now with depreciation? Is the home value holding steady? Is it increasing a lot? Or do you see it going down? But now we know what's going on with starter homes, guys. It just seems like it doesn't exist. They're not building it. And unfortunately, for people who want to get a house, it seems like it's going to be a struggle for a whole lot longer. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment, hit the like, and subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one.